You know, this year may not have had like the best big blockbuster films of all time, but I can say one thing about this year. We've had some really great indie films, and this movie just adds to the greatness of the indie films of this year. Hey everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie Brad's Status. Yes, Brad's Status stars Ben Stiller, Austin Abrams, Jenna Fischer, Luke Wilson, Jemaine Clemens, and Michael Sheen. And this movie is written and directed by Ned Schneebly himself, Mike White. Yes, the story of this movie is about the main character Brad, played by Ben Stiller, and he takes his son, played by Austin Abrams, basically takes him on a road trip to Boston to see his old university, so he can like reminisce about his son, about when he was his son's age during university, that he basically had his whole life planned, and that he wanted like this amazing future for himself, but now at the present time he's just kind of like a simple average Joe kind of guy, and his like four best friends have like the great life, and he's very envious of his four friends played by Mike White, Jermaine Clemens, Luke Wilson, and Michael Sheen. And basically he like talks with his son about his life and stuff, and did he make the right decisions with his life, and also would life be different if he didn't marry his wife or have his son and stuff, would he be rich and famous and happy like his four friends and stuff. So yeah, this is a very interesting, deep, thought-provoking film about life and decisions and stuff, and father-son relationships. And yeah, this is a fascinating, dramatic comedy. And yeah, I was looking forward to this movie, actually. When I saw the previews, this looked like my kind of film. And yeah, I finally got to see it, and it finally came to a theaters near me, and I absolutely loved this film. I thought this was such a damn great film. This is a really good, hard-hitting, dramatic comedy. And again, it just shows you that Ben Stiller is a fantastic actor. He is so freaking good. Some people may be a little iffy when it comes to his comedy and stuff. I like his comedy. I think he's actually a really funny guy. Like, I love Zoolander, Royal Tenenbaums and stuff, Tropic Thunder, and Meet the Parents. I think he's a very funny guy. But when he does like serious dramatic films like a Greenberg or While We're Young and stuff, I think he is so compelling. And in this movie, he gives such a great, amazing, three-dimensional performance. He is so fucking good in this movie. And yeah, I loved him in this movie. He was so good. He had amazing chemistry with his son, played by Austin Abrams. And I love the conversations these two characters have with each other. And yeah, I was really invested with this story. It's a very simple story about a man who almost has a lot of regret in his life, and he's very envious of his friends and stuff. And in this movie, he meets up with his friends, and do they really have that good life that he thinks that they have? Like, is being rich and being famous and having loads of money and, you know, achieving your dream, is that gonna really make you happy and stuff? And they really talk about fascinating, interesting topics that we people in society always talk about, and a lot of people still talk about now. Like, is it, like, are you gonna be happy if you chase your dream? And if you accomplish your dream, is that still gonna make you happy? Or is having a family gonna make you happy? Or having kids gonna make you happy? Like, what is actually going to make you happy in this world? And it's fascinating. It's a very smart, very clever, and very thought-provoking film with very heartwarming scenes, really sad scenes, but also very comedic scenes too. There was actually quite a few funny scenes, and yeah, I loved this movie. I thought this was so good. Well, how Mike White wrote and directed this film was so good. Yes, Ned Schneebly from School of Rock. Yeah, I'm not very familiar always with Mike White's films. Yes, he wrote School of Rock with Richard Linklater and a few other films, but yeah, I don't know a lot about his filmography, but what he did with this film was great. The writing was so solid, there was great dialogue, interesting, fascinating, realistic characters. It was really well directed, very well paced film. And yeah, I was never bored by this movie. It was so freaking good. And again, the performances are solid. Ben Stiller, fantastic in this movie. And I even loved the actors who played his friends, like Luke Wilson, Mike White himself, Jermaine Clement, and even Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen is great. He has a scene with Ben Stiller, which is one of my favorite scenes in this movie. And it's just them two talking. I'm not going to say what they talk about, but it's a really great scene. It really shows some solid writing by Mike White, and these two great performances by Michael Sheen and Ben Stiller. Fantastic scene, and yeah, I loved it. They also had a really great soundtrack, very good soundtrack, and again, it's just a really well-paced film, and it's my kind of film. It's a very deep film, and it's a very humane film. It's so realistic, and I absolutely loved it. It's a very smaller film. I don't know if a lot of people can probably see it. Maybe not a lot of people will get it in theaters near them, but if you see this in the theaters near you, go check it out. It is so freaking good. It's very deep, it's very meaningful, and it talks about real things. And yeah, it's not this big budgeted, huge film, and it's not like a sappy melodrama. It's a very realistic, dramatic comedy. Yes, I wish there was a more comedic scenes. Yeah, when I went to my theater, they classified it as a comedy film. It's more of a drama with comedy in it. And that's my only, maybe minor gripe with the film. I wish there was more comedy in the film. Yeah, the dramatic scenes are really good and very hard-hitting, and the comedy that's in it is fine, but I wish there was more funny scenes and more comedic scenes. That's my only nitpick. The film as a whole is a great film. It's a great story. It's very well executed. It's got fantastic performances, and it's just another great indie film that's came out this year. This year has a lot of great independent films, and yeah, the independent films are way better than the big blockbuster films this year. And yeah, this movie just adds to the greatness of the indie films of 2017, and yeah, I highly recommend Brad's Status. Some people might not want to see this, might not be their kind of film. Honestly, there's not much else playing in the theaters unless you want to go see It. Seen the movie It yet, then go see that movie. But yeah, if you're looking for a very humane, very realistic movie about a father-son relationship and about, chasing your dream and life and regrets and envy and stuff, all the issues people go through in everyday life. If you wanted a good story about those topics and about characters going through these problems, if this sounds interesting to you, then definitely check this movie out. It is a very well-written, very well-directed, very well-acted film, and yeah, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a fantastic film, and yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the movie Brad's Status a 9 out of 10, so yeah, check it out. It's a fantastic movie, and again, it just shows you that Ben Stiller is a damn good actor. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Brad's Status. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite Ben Stiller movie? What is your favorite Ben Stiller movie? Yes, I know some people may not like his work, but I do. And if you do, give me your favorite Ben Stiller movie. My favorite, it's either While We're Young or Tropic Thunder. Those two, I love those two movies. They're just such hilarious films, and yeah, just such good films too. And yeah, those are my favorites. But what is your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.